Okay. Hi, I'm Gracie Garris, and I'm with my fellow servers. We all work here at Westminster Woods in the dining department, and we volunteer here as well. And we're interviewing Miss Nona Roldan for her 100th birthday. All right, Miss Roldan, I have some questions for you. So, what would you say to your younger self?
Oh, just no wasn't in my category. I had to do it. I can do it. Do it, Nona. And that's the way I did it.
Did you follow that advice?
Yes.
All right. How has the world changed over your lifetime?
Oh, my. Yes. From the time of Roosevelt, Truman, Carter, all up and down, everything has changed. The attitude, the economy, particularly the economy, because I do stocks and bonds. I invest quite. Because I had a brother that taught at the University of Illinois, and when I graduated from college, he said, "What are you going to do with your money?" And I said, "I know what I'm going to do. What you have in mind?" He said, "Honey, tell me." And I said, "Well, my first money will be a fur coat and a new car." He said, "All in due time."
All right.
He said, "We're going to," and he sent me a sheet of paper, had a list of all the stocks, 10 of them. He said, "I want you to select one share, and we'll buy it today when you get the money." I said, "All right." But I decided my own which one I wanted to buy. And I think at that time, it was IBM at $500 or more.
Oh.
$500 IBM has seen it for probably 10,
Yes.
6, 7 years. Well, let's see. Oh, yes, long time. All right, I'll stop.
That's all right. All right. So, what was your dream job when you were little?
My dream job was travel around the world. I've been around 312 days, 12 times.
Oh, wow. To all of the countries?
All around the world.
That's impressive. What was your favorite part about working as a travel agent?
What was my favorite?
Part about your job.
Well, you mean when I was a librarian or
When you were a travel agent.
Well, first I owned one, and then I found out that I couldn't be out traveling and answer the phone and getting messages and things. So I said, "The heck with it, I'll become an agent."
Oh, wow.
And just buy.
For sure.
Let somebody else do the work, the
Yeah.
paperwork.
What do you do to stay young?
What do I do to stay young?
Yes.
Nothing. I just have a positive attitude.
All right.
If somebody gives me something, I try to do it the best I can. That's my attitude.
All right. That's a good attitude to have. And then, what do you consider to be your biggest accomplishment in life?
What?
What?
My accomplishment? Oh, my education, to get my 2 masters and work toward my PhD.
That's a good accomplishment, yes.
And go to school, take care of a child, have my mother. I asked my mother to come when my husband died, to come from Normal to Scott Air Force Base and help me take care of Ray, because I got sick and then I had to have somebody take care of him, because I didn't want him on the floor in a wooden playpen and catch cold. So I asked her, and she said, yes, if you come back and help me sell my house. So we went back with the boxer, the baby, and I went back. And he was less than 18 months old.
Oh, really?
But he was good, and my baby dog, he watched over him. They all sat in the front seat with me.
Really? Okay. All right, what was your first job?
Well, that was when I was still in college. My mother would not allow me to go out in the cornfield and detassel corn. She said, no, you're not. You're going to the dime store, or you're going to the restaurant, or you're going to do something. But that's no future in that,
Yeah.
she said. You have to be thinking forward.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I don't know whether it was a dime store or it was the dime store.
It was.
And then I saw people, ladies with gloves that I can't think of the name right now. And I thought, oh, when I get money, I'll buy those. So.
All right. What was your favorite subject in school?
None.
None.
I just knew I had to study. My mother said, you got to do something and get an education. That's the only way you're ever going to get out and get from being poor to earning money.
Very true. All right. What is the best financial advice to give, like, kids our age?
Go back to school and learn as much as you can so you can take the job the boss has. That's true.
Yep, very true.
Don't ever stop learning. Learn as much as you can about anything. Doesn't make any difference whether you're interested or not. At the time, learn what it is.
All right. What were some of your hobbies that you did when you were a teenager?
Hobby?
Or throughout your life.
Hobby. Oh, I played with boys because there were no girls.
You played with them. That's funny.
There were no girls, only boys. So I had to play football and basketball and baseball and everything. I'm sorry, but I broke the governor of Illinois' arm or leg now. I can't remember. It's been so long ago when we were kids.
Oh, my goodness.
They later became the governor. You're not at that time. We were all kids.
Yeah. When you were traveling around the world, what was the one place that, like, you loved the most?
Oh, I like the Orient.
Oh, you did?
I like the Orient.
All right. What were your parents' careers?
What were
your parents' jobs?
My father was dead when I was pregnant. He died just about the time I was born of a heart attack. Mm-hmm. And so my mother raised 5 of us.
Wow.
Making 50 cents a day.
Wow. That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you ever lived in a different country?
I had to go to Spain, University of Salamanca, and learn how to speak Spanish to get my master's in library science.
Oh, that's very cool. Okay.
And I touched the door where Christopher Columbus
Oh, really? That's cool.
went to school. They said you had to do it. I said, okay.
Okay. As a librarian, do you have a favorite book?
You know, I started to read, but I concentrated. Well, when I was a librarian, I had to learn all the new Caldecott and so forth,
Right.
Caldecott. Some of those I can't remember. But anyway, in the meantime, I was learning about stocks and bonds. So I stopped reading and read only about stocks and bonds and how to invest and do that.
Okay. That's cool. All right.
Because I knew that I was never going to get rich reading books or even, or even writing a book, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Why did you decide to become a travel agent?
Why did I become a travel agent?
Yes.
Oh, I wanted to see the world. I wanted to go,
Oh, yeah.
get out, get away, you know, see what I could do.
All right. Since you've been to a lot of countries, what's the coolest food you've tried?
Oh, I wasn't interested in food. I was interested in buying something. I was heavy, and I wanted to keep my weight down, but that was not. I was more interested in looking at diamonds and, you know, things like that, and clothes.
All right, gotcha. Okay. What's your favorite childhood memory?
What's my favorite?
Childhood memory.
Probably playing football with the boys.
All right.
What's one of your biggest regrets that you see others repeating?
What? Well, you get to be, we'll say, what you're doing now. And you think, oh, well, this is a pretty good job. I got my insurance, I got this, and I got that, I got safety. But the thing is, you can't stop there. You have to think, one night or 2 nights a week, you've got to go to school. You've got to learn to do whatever your desire is. What are you looking for? Because your desire has changed before each one of us. None of you are the same. You're not the same body type. You're not the same in looks, nothing. So that's what you have to think about, is what and where you want to be. And I just knew that I wanted to learn and get away and see the world. Because by that time, almost my mother had died. So, and she kept pushing, and I had a friend, he said, you better get that boy away from you too, because he's going to be a sissy. He said, you baby him too much. So I sent him to military school. But he already had played with these kids, and they were going to military school. So that's what he wanted to do. So I didn't want him to. Mother said yes. And my friend Larry said, let him go. So I did. But I didn't want him to, you know.
Yeah.
That's mother.
Yeah. You want to protect your kid.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
What's some advice you would give to the future generation?
Same thing. Go to school. Learn as much as you can. And don't stop. I mean, even Pam, Miss Bedford, should be, you know. But there's another step in her life, you know. You don't stop.
That's true.
You don't stop. You keep thinking, pushing up and seeing where you could go, because it's only yourself that you have to push, because it's there if you just try hard enough.
Yes, very true.
That's probably not a very good advice for people.
I think it's good. What is one of your favorite cultures?
Oh, I like Vietnam and Cambodia and Thailand, Malaysia. I like that because they were so kind and sweet and caring and helpful. You know, they would help you and take you across the street when they would be go like this, those little scooters and so forth. Yeah.
Did you bring any of that back to America or when you went to the other places?
That's a hard one to bring back culture. I brought back presents for, things, for different people that I knew that they would like or something. But I don't know. I would like to learn how to bring back a culture. I hadn't thought much about that, except kindness and giving and helpfulness and things like that, which should be automatic with all of us, to help one another. Doesn't make any difference what color you are or anything. I had a nice friend that came to us one day, Carolyn and I, and she said, "My name is such and such." And she said, "Do you mind if I join you?" We said, "No." She was a black girl, lovely. So then we became friends and we traveled together. I learned a lot about her culture, how she acted, how she was taught and everything. But to bring back, I wasn't with them enough. When you travel, you're in and out in a bus or something. I wasn't, now that I think about it, Maybe that's not a very good answer. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Was there a certain point in your life where you realized you had a purpose?
Well, from the time my brother said, "You're going to have to go to school and learn as much as you can." And he said, Mother and I, that was my mother, and I and my two had another brother 3 years older, and my sister was 10 years older. "We'll help you. You have to do what we tell you to do to get ahead." And I said, "All right." And he said, "When I say this is the time you have to do such and such, okay." So I said, "All right." Because we were helping one another, one step up. He said, "That's the only way we're going to get out, and be able to do things, have things."
Okay, this is my final question. Have you lived the life you wanted to live?
Well, I think so. I'm happy. Yeah. I mean, I have everything I want. If I want it, I go buy it. Yeah. I've been very frugal, but through my life, because that's the way I was raised. Wait till you get it. Never buy anything on time. That's my mother's theory. Do not buy anything on time. The only thing, if you have to, is food. But, back in those days, you had but otherwise, she said, you don't buy anything until you can afford it. Save.
Right. What is the most expensive thing you've ever bought? She has it on her.
This.
Wow. How much was it? Oh,
That's what the evaluation is.
that's
I
beautiful.
didn't pay that.
Oh. All right. What decade was your favorite?
The one I was in at that particular time.
All right. Sure.
At that particular time, it was a good age.
All right.
Now, now it's good. I don't know how to answer it, but that's the way I feel.
Okay.
Had cats as a kid, but so it was a seal point, chocolate seal point, beautiful, and I named her Chun Chun after the lady next door.
What was your first dog?
Oh, the one that I remembered the most was Tangy. She was a boxer. Oh, I had a schnauzer too at the same time, and this cat.
Oh, interesting. All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us?
I'd show you how to make money.
Oh, all right. I'll take you up on that.
I mean, in stocks and bonds because it's so easy.
Yes.
It really is. It really is. And the sooner you get started, the better off you are. Because the next month, my brother said, okay, we're not buying, but the money you're setting aside for next week, then maybe we'll be able to buy a share of stock. Because, you know, if you only save $10, that's was a lot of money back in those days for me. Yeah. You know. When the teacher's salary, I think I started at $900 a year. Wow. And the most I ever probably made was about $1,400. So that's not much in compare, but that was, you know, living at that particular time.
Yes.
So you had to learn, the main thing is to learn how to save and don't buy things foolishly. I didn't buy any jewelry or anything until much later in life than when I, you know.
And you can enjoy it now.
Yeah, but this is, of course, was my ring that Ray got me, you know, and then I had it remounted.
Oh, yeah.
And these two are the last diamond earrings that Ray brought me before he died. So I didn't want to lose them, so I thought I'll just put them in this ring.
Can I see it? Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for letting us ask you questions. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
All right.
This is
I've been to Jamaica, Mexico, and Canada.
what did she say?
She's been to Jamaica, Mexico, and Canada.
Oh.
Where have you been? Mexico. That's a good start.
Well, it's not important until you get your education.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Get that degree. Get that degree because that's what you have to do. All of you, every one of you, you got to get that degree, and then you start stretching your muscles. You know, you're that much better than that, and you can think about the different jobs you want then. See. But don't sit still and be happy here. I'm sorry to say that. But you've got to get moving. You're young, you're pretty, you're attractive, and you've got personality, and go for it.
All right. Thank you.
Don't tell anybody I said that. Hi, I'm Nona.